Hi, I want to talk to you about legalizing marijuana. Happy 420 to all you 20 to 50 million Americans who smoke marijuana on a daily basis. Um, Marijuana serves a more helpful purpose than a harmful. Stop it. Um, of all the reasons, the most obvious is the medicinal purposes, which marijuana can be a stimulant to increase appetite and relieve nausea in both cancer and AIDS patients. For me, it helps me with my ADHD. I find a balance, I can focus, and improves my performance in class. Marijuana affects a person in a not so negative aspect. I mean, it calms a person down, it relaxes them, it's a peaceful state of mind. So that being said, with no harm being done or being of cause, I question why it's categorized with harmful drugs that are addictive and destroy lives, such as cocaine, heroin, and meth. Not only that, tobacco and alcohol, which are legal drugs, have the most leading causes of death than marijuana, who has zero. And not only that, the cost keeping marijuana illegal is more expensive in taxpayers' dollars. Like, billions of taxpayers' dollars go into spent chasing peacekeepers and, locking them up, increasing not only the crime but the expenses of health, such as living, food, housing, medical treatment that everybody is paying for these inmates to stay inside these prisons, which is ridiculous because there are other people who are causing more harm than somebody who's just in possession of marijuana. I mean, we just want to smoke and be calm and live peaceful. Like, there's no reason for any illegal repercussions to be put on us. Legal marijuana can be taxed and provide a lot more money to pay for effective drug educational programs. Whereas that brings me to prohibition. I mean, 1920s, when they didn't want to legalize alcohol, there was more gang fights and violence going on, and then all that subsided once alcohol was legalized. So imagine what the effect would be on a positive note if marijuana was actually tried out to be a legal substance. And not only that, if it's made legal, there's many uses for many positive purposes. The marijuana plant is one of the most valuable plants in the world, since every part can be used. And hemp is the most important part, especially since it can be made, it can make fabric and can plastic or even fiberboard, which is twice as strong as than wood itself. The seeds can be used as a source of fuel or food source and contains necessary fats like omega-3 and 6. And this, because of marijuana being illegal, this has caused one of the world's most helpful plants to be unusable, which causes us to chop down trees. So imagine how more environmental friendly the world can possibly be with legalizing marijuana. Nothing works better than education than orient behavior. We increase our revenue, reduce costs, fortify the future through education as well as educational budgets, and remove a substantial form of revenue from organized crime. For the propaganda surrounding marijuana is deceitful. It is time to wake up and realize this God-given plant will only benefit society instead of being detrimental as many try to make it seem. Legalize marijuana, go green. Thank you and have a good night.